What's going on, guys? Snag here, and I'm here with the hecticest Fred, and we're talking State of Origin Game 2. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, bro. How are you?
Pretty good, bro. I know you're doing good, man. I know you're doing good. I've been watching your guys' pod lately, man, and you and the bro are smiling a lot, man. Those doggies, bro. I didn't know
Haven't
your bro
haven't had
had so
this
many teeth, bro.
haven't had this feeling in a long time, bro. I haven't been
Bro,
able to show them, bro. But
yeah, man.
yeah, it's weird, bro, being in the eight and everything, eh?
Yeah, no, it's good, man. If you guys win this weekend too, like,
This
man,
is
almost
massive.
four. Like, it's this is a
Oh,
who's
bro.
game, man. Absolutely
Yeah.
crazy, man. It's good, man. Like I said, I've watched pod a few times last year. Awesome, but this year you guys have a mad pep in your step, man, and I can tell he's a happy man. It's good. The content's better now because of it. So,
100%. But the better you get, the more expectation you have, and and they just keep exceeding them.
but- but- and constantly, yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's not
like
like there's been
it's
a 2 week dip or anything. You know what
no,
I mean?
it's just like yeah, and like if we do lose a game, it's like really close, and there's so many positives to bring out of them, and yeah, it's like compared to last year, bro. It's like we didn't even want to record the podcast half the time, like
Bro, I
you
wouldn't
know
want
what
to.
I mean.
Yeah, it's
But no, we do it anyway because people enjoy watching you lose more than they enjoy watching you win,
yeah, they do, man.
especially when it's me losing because
Yeah.
I'm always like super emotional. But recently, everybody's been loving like seeing us win. I stream all the games every week, and the game that we had the most was that Dogs game when
No
we were
way.
pumping the Roosters,
Yeah.
and there was 1,000 people in there. You know what? And then, to be honest, we did start to throw that, and then there was 1,300 people in here, and we
No.
were like, and
Oh, bro.
everybody,
I thought you were
every,
gone, bro.
oh man, if we lost that game, I probably would have cried. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bro. That was
All I
especially how
want to do
good
is
your
beat
start
those
was.
Roosters.
Oh, bro. And then you got him this weekend. So everyone too, lads, make sure you go and follow Hectic Fred. So it's the Lead Lags podcast and it's what's it, My NRL podcast, right? And
So
when
yeah,
do you guys actually put your posts up? When do you put your pod up? What days?
so yeah, we put it every episode comes out Tuesday at 6 p.m. for the
Yeah.
NRL. We also do like football and content as well, but it's off season now. But um, yeah, we have a like strict rugby league podcast, strict football podcast. If we ever go down a different route, we'll always be separate. So if you just want to watch the league, like the NRL show, Tuesday 6 p.m.
Yeah, so I'll put the links in the descriptions there so everyone go follow them. They need to get to 1,000. Just so everyone knows, you need to get to 1,000 subs to be able to unlock all the features on YouTube and stuff. They're super close, guys. So definitely go do that. They do a lot of hard work, man, and definitely deserve all that extra stuff. So go check them out. All right, so
Appreciate you, bro.
nah, it's all good, man. I know the work that goes into it, man. It's rough. It's rough. All right, so who you got this weekend, man? Like, well, obviously you got the doggies, but are you genuinely confident?
Bro. Like this. I'm probably like these last 2 weeks are the games I've been most nervous about.
Mm,
Like, so we versed the Eels, and I was super nervous about that game because they had everybody. You know what I
mm,
mean? And I feel like Parramatta with everybody is like a potential top four team if they are
yeah,
all on. So I was super worried about that, and I would have been extremely worried about this game, like if Burden was out. But luckily we have him,
yeah.
and there's a lot of people, a lot of the news around the ground is like Kikau will play this week.
Mm,
So because of what he did to them last time, and we have like a season debut for Jarrell Skelton, who
mm, monster.
looks like dude, he's the best reserve grade winger that there is right now. So I've been super excited to get him in the team because he is off contract at the end of the year.
Mm.
So like that's someone that I don't want to let go. Seeing Alamotti leave and do well elsewhere, even though
Parramatta
we
will be
have
sniffing
Wilson,
around him, man.
yeah, there's gonna be because a lot of people were sniffing around Wilson and we locked him up. But at the end
Okay.
of the day, like, is Jarrell gonna wanna go elsewhere to have a chance to play? Because he'll be behind Wilson in the pecking order.
Yeah,
You know
he's,
what I
he's
mean? So
your outside backs are hectic, man. No, he
yeah,
looks like a better version of Mikasivo, to be fair. Like
yeah,
he's crazy.
yeah, he's so strong and powerful.
Mm,
He's just learning league. That's the
mm.
big thing for him. He's a rugby union guy. He was really good. I think he played for Australia in rugby seven. So it's just the adjustment period that it's taking
Yeah.
for him to. Like, he's big brother. He has a brother that's like 6'8" that plays for the Wallabies,
What?
and he's just always had that rugby union background. So with Skelton, it's like they're just nursing him up to rugby league level. So there's all the defensive things you got to know, the errors, because he's played like league before last season. He had about 3 or 4 like bad play the balls
Mm,
because he's not used to having to play the ball because he plays union. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's just that period is taking a little while, and they definitely haven't been putting him in, even though I'm a bit surprised because he's been so good in reserve. You're like, it's only a matter of time. Like I really thought they would have played him last week because Parramatta are a big side. I thought they would have wanted to
Mm.
use that extra size, but Wilson did such a good job. But I've been waiting for Skelton to play, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be on that left side against Dom Young. So, and he's been a bit shoddy defensively
Mm.
recently,
Very
and
shoddy.
he had his worst game against us. So I'm
Right.
gonna be like, all eyes are gonna be on that matchup, and I just think we are gonna belt that right
Yeah,
side
okay.
defense for the Roosters.
All right. Well, that's my try scorer for the game. Lock it in.
Yeah, but
I w-
I would put Dom Young too
oh yeah,
because
for sure.
he does have a tendency to like rush in. So if he gets it wrong, when there's probably a high chance that he does get it wrong defensively, Jarrell Skelton, Dom Young's in for a try. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
And he
putting
doesn't
him for a
miss.
single, yeah,
Mm.
putting him for a single or a double are usually super short odds, but I like. I think there's a good chance of him scoring.
It's great. Yeah, him on that left edge would be nuts, man. I actually watched your guys' reserve grade. I've probably the only reserve grade game I've watched in like 6 years, and I've watched him play. I was like, damn. But to be honest, I was pretty impressed with the Bulldogs reserve grade team in general, man. Like it was nice. Like similar to the Panthers, they actually played quite similar to the first grade team. And I always think that's a good sign when your grade team comes up, and plays the same way. So when someone's out, someone comes in, know their role, sort of thing. So man, I was a bit skeptical on the doggies at the start of the year, but they're warming on me. And you got to tell,
So
bro. You got to tell all your fans, all your. I don't hate the Bulldogs, bro. Everyone, bro. I just get so everyone thinks I hate the Bulldogs so hard. I'm
yeah,
just like, I just hate Reid Marnie, man. This is the only one.
you and
Everyone,
Clarkey, bro. You and
what?
Clarkey cop it. You and Clarkey
Oh,
cop it
bro,
for hating the Bulldogs. Apparently,
bro.
I know you don't hate them
I
because of our
don't hate them,
dialogue
bro.
that we've had. You know what I mean? Like we've met up in Visi a couple of times as well, and like, bro, we always have a chat. This guy does not hate the dogs,
No, I
bro.
do not hate the doggies, bro. Just
He
constructive
just doesn't
criticism.
like Reid Marnie
Just
because in the era that you grew up in, bro, he would have got clocked in
pumped.
the face a couple of times.
It's hard, bro. It hurts, man. That's why they say like people like oh, the new McInnes or the grub. I'm like, yeah, but those guys could get punched in the head. So that's why I actually respected those grubs. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah, yeah.
love McInnes being a grub because he used to get cracked in that. Had like Sam Burgess teaming onto him and stuff. But I'm like, bro, if you can't get cracked, man, I can't respect you, bro. But
Well,
everyone has a player they hate, man. And mine's Ray Barney, man.
yeah,
Sorry,
I think
sorry.
he's trying to get cracked, but everybody's
I
too
I,
afraid to
I
crack
I
him with the
agree, bro.
consequences. But I
Yeah,
think he's willing. I think Reed's willing to take one for the team to get someone
I
binned
think
or
he would
sent
too,
off. You
man.
know what I mean?
Nah, he's
Like,
handy. He's actually impressed me pretty good this year. I didn't
oh,
rate him
he
way better
he
this
has
year, man.
been he has been one of the best hookers in the comp this year,
Yeah.
bro. He's been like from last year to this year, night and day. But all it took was a little bit of help in the middle, bro. Like he no longer has to make so many one-on-one tackles. He's no longer getting left out in the dry by Pangai and whoever's playing prop. Like everybody is giving him a hand.
Mm. Well, you look at it when he was at Parramatta, he was in between RCG and Junior Paulo, like
Yeah,
and then Madison maybe or whatever in the middle. That's tough. Like I mean, a lot more gang tackling and big bodies, and then it was sort of your 4 pack last year was flimsy, so yeah, he got hung out hard. Like it was bad. A lot of front rows got off their nudie run through Reid Marnie last year, bro.
yeah. Oh, bro, Sip.
Bro.
I remember I put Sipley to score as well against Manly, like in round like back end of last year, because I'm like, bro, everyone is scoring.
Everyone.
Like I went to the game against the Sharks, 3 front rows fucking
Bro,
scored.
it was
You know what I mean?
it was bad, bro.
Um, it was the worst, bro. So I'm like, I saw Cyprian. I'm like, bro, I'm putting like $20 on this guy to score, bro. He scored the first try of the game.
Yeah, did he? Yeah.
He literally scored the first try of the game. I'm like, but that
I
was
think
easy
Hazleton
money.
got one. Yeah, it was bad, man. But it's crazy how much he's still missing heaps, but way less. It's good, man. It's good. Yeah, it's what do you yeah, just a front row or two away. I reckon you guys are looking real
Yeah.
nice.
They're looking at I know they're gonna be sniffing around Royce Hunt because he came from us. He was a Bulldogs junior, and like that Parramatta forward pack is insane right now for next year.
Mm.
And there's someone's got to make way, and I think they're letting go of Royce Hunt,
Oh
but
yeah,
he's arguably playing better than any of their props
he's
right
the
now.
best prop.
Like Hazelton was like insane the first 10 games of the year, but this last month has been like Royce Hunt's been their best forward.
Easily.
And
Like
but they just can't keep him on the team because like all them they've re-signed the Sharks have re-signed every forward on the team except for him.
they've probably got
So
6 genuine starting first grade front rows
yeah,
in their team.
so they got to let him go.
Yeah.
And I think with the Sharks, with South Sydney probably out of the race for him because
Oh,
they're going after DeBellin and they signed someone. They're signing someone else, and they've signed Dodd as well. So
what?
their
Yeah.
money's gonna be their money's gonna be tied up, and they were a potential suitor for him. So now there's just not that many teams, and I just got a feeling that Gus will identify this guy and get him back to the Dogs. And they did the same thing with Marnie. Like he started with us, we let him go,
Mm.
then we signed him from Parramatta, and that's probably going to be the thing here. And we've also got this guy from the UK. His name is Tom Amone. Big
Mm.
guy,
Yeah.
looks pretty mobile, but I would much rather I would also like to sign Royce Hunt too.
Mm.
But
Royce Hunt looks like he's had someone whisper in his ear, "Hey, there's a big contract over here if you show us something," and he's just
yeah,
gone, "Yeah, watch this."
yeah,
He
he's been
looks like he's playing for a contract. He's been. I've always thought he was better than Ueli. I always thought he was low key. There had the best potential, even more than Kafusi and all that. He'd be an awesome signing for you guys, man. But
yeah.
yeah,
I've always been on like the ULA sort of side of the tracks. Like I've always
mm,
preferred him. But he's signed up now, and like he just all that guy needs is a clear run of like with injuries. You know
mm,
what I mean? He copped like 2 injuries via hip drops last year. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I just wish the guy some like good health, bro. He just can't stay on the field. And Royce Hunt is sort of durable health wise. So
bro, pretty good. He misses patches, but nothing big. Yeah,
yeah, so I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him in blue and white again,
bro.
bro.
Actually, speaking of the Bulldogs, man, I actually met up with Willie Tonga. Was it 2 days ago? He's doing some stuff with my son, and bro, get that dude in the front row, bro. Like he was,
Yeah,
he
I
was,
heard he's
bro,
massive.
bro. I went straight to the gym after because I felt like a sack of like shit, bro. Like, man, he is in the craziest nick like I've ever seen. The reason why it jogged my memory, he was down at the Bulldogs reunion thing a few weeks ago, or whatever. And he
Yeah,
said there
yeah.
was good buzz down there and stuff, like good things. But Jesus Christ, that dude's on one, man.
Yeah, he
I've,
was there at the Para game, bro. So
yeah,
like we had done work for the Dogs that game as well. Like we were on their Instagram and everything. So
yeah,
that was it's insane experience, and we're like hoping to get in the sheds, but the sheds were all booked out
oh
because
yeah,
I think a lot of the former players were there.
yeah.
But you never know in the future, bro. You know what
Bro,
I
that
mean?
would have been
But
that's why I
NRL
like the doggies.
players,
That doggies era for me was
the
the best
best.
footy team ever. Like, the
Yeah, I
best
think
thing.
so too. Us, I think '06 Bronx, '08 Manly, but
Mm,
I
2024
think
Penrith.
yeah,
Maybe
it's
2023
probably
Penrith.
probably I think the 21 Penrith, like the one that they won their first chip in, I think was probably the best
Mm,
team before everybody started getting poached.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
that team had like the luxury of Burden in the centers, had like kick out, Epic Horace out, you know what I mean, before they all got
yeah.
pinched. So
The
that team
2022
probably
one that cooked Para was pretty hectic too. I
yeah,
didn't
that
have
team
it.
was
They had lost a few, but just I mean, they were so much better than everyone. If that
yeah,
makes
I think
sense.
the 2022 team is probably the one that you can probably say is the best version of him as well.
Like,
I
yeah, they
like
didn't have the
20,
best players, but
2018.
mm,
Yeah,
but,
2019 Roosters, I think also is
ooh,
mental.
yeah, that's
Like that was like the KD Warriors of like the NRL at the time, bro.
so unfair.
Everybody hated him. Everybody hated him, bro.
I didn't even
Like
watch league that year.
they won the comp and then just signed Angus Crichton, like the best young back rower coming through. Like it was just not fair.
That's so unfair, man. It worked out. It is a bit of a KD moment, man. But no, that's awesome, bro. But no, it's good to see, man. So what is your final prediction, man? You going doggies 1 to 12, 13 plus?
I think I'm gonna go Dogs by 4 points, bro.
Keep it real close.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be super close, bro. They still got all their spine, but they're missing a lot. They're missing four forwards,
I was about to say
and
if they had their full forwards, I don't think I could give you a shot.
yeah,
You know what
no.
I mean?
If they
Like,
if we like if they had their four forwards, it would be really tough because we versed them without Spence. That would have been That's the type of forward that would give us a lot of trouble.
Yeah, imagine like so it goes like Lindsay Collins and Rhea Hargraves. All right, we've done that, and then Tyrrell May and Spence come on. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
it's just too much.
like
Yeah,
God help us, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
we are a very small pack as it is. So Spencer's the guy that I look at and I'm like, please, like 20 minutes max, please. Don't put him on for too long, bro. Because
Yeah, man.
last time he didn't play May because of the send off that they had.
Oh
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but we were already up like 18-0 when the send off happened. So like we were in control of that game, but May was coming off the bench and he didn't, or like he just didn't get that many minutes
Yeah, it was
against
like
us the
20
first
minutes or
time around.
something he got. Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember I had
so
him in my super coach. I was steaming. I thought he
yeah,
was
that's
going to
why people
cover.
got to understand. Like when you go down to 12, you need that extra leg speed,
Mm,
and that's why guys like Trebojevic wasn't coming on in
yeah,
Origin because
100%.
you need leg speed is the most important thing when you have ginormous amounts of space
Mm,
everywhere.
yeah, lateral movement, the two things he
Yeah,
just does not happen. Like it's
yeah,
that's zero weapons there, man.
yeah,
But yeah, no,
bro.
I'm glad that. So we'll get to the Origin, bro. What was your initial thoughts when you just like saw, that initial feeling you get when you see the team list straight away? What did you think when you first saw it?
Like I definitely like it more than
Mm,
game one. I probably like this team for the most part more than the last couple of years, like than any team from the last couple of years. I'm a massive fan of Latrell Mitchell,
mm,
and seeing him in the team is just very refreshing because, it should calm a lot of New South Wales fans down because he's just the type of player that we need and we've needed for the last couple of years. Seeing him there and seeing Moses instead of Hines is just I can relax a bit because I
mm,
know what I'm going to get from both players, and like and same as Dylan Edwards. Like Dylan Edwards, at the end of the day, no matter how good or bad he plays, you know what you're going to get. You know what the minimum worst case scenario is: 200 meters, exceptional defense, great support play.
no
You know what
errors.
I mean? And no errors. He made an error on the weekend, but he
Yeah,
just
so
didn't look 100% on the weekend.
everyone was
He
saying
just
that. I thought he looked all right. I don't know. Maybe
No,
my
he
eyes are
just
tricking
he
me.
just didn't look as zippy, like
Mm,
especially like that try that Best scored. Like he just looked like he couldn't run at full
mm.
speed
Okay.
because the Dylan Edwards, well, even though the ball was bouncing away from him, I'm still expecting Edwards to get it because
Mm,
that guy's just not normal, bro. Like
mm.
defensively, like he probably has the best defensive instincts for a fullback in the comp, probably him and Gutherson. So,
Yeah.
um, like I was shocked to see that him let in a couple of tries,
Mm,
but I think he'll be in a bit better nick this week. And
yeah.
he's a big game player, bro. I could trust him.
Yeah.
And there were these players all over the park on game one that I didn't know if I could trust.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I feel a bit at ease now.
I think people forget how big like the grand final. Like people sort of fob it off. Oh, he's never. But the grand final is essentially the same. I mean, it's like I know it's
Yeah,
different, but like it is that still the same size, big stage. I mean, the TV ratings are the same. The crowds are full. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's a guy from Cowboys who's only been playing in front of 18,000 people and he's never been in a grand final. It's like
yeah.
literally
Like this is a guy that's been in
three grand.
4 grand finals, which means 4 full finals runs, which means
Mm,
he knows what it takes to be in a game where to make or break.
mm,
He knows what he knows how to be in a winning team, which is like a full on brotherhood, which is
mm.
exactly what you need in Origin. At the end of the day, so does Tedesco, but Tedesco is just at the back end of his career, whereas Dylan Edwards is in his prime, and I'd much rather give Dylan Edwards a go, even if it is a make or break game,
Mm.
because the guy's been in so many now where you can be like, bro, and he's so good in the big games that
Yeah,
like he
with Clark
actually kicks it
Churchill.
to another level.
Mm,
So I'm completely at ease with it. Like,
mm.
go son, like have a crack. I trust him.
And one thing I trust most about him is he's not going to slip over 6 times in crucial moments like Teddy.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I'm the same, bro. I'm a massive Teddy Glazer, but he just slips over so much, bro. It kills me, man. I saw the Hello Sport boys bring it up, and I'm like, bro, I've been saying that for a year. He just
Bro,
slips over
he's
all
like
the time.
Gerard, bro. Slippy
Yeah,
G, bro.
bro,
Like
slippy ass.
it annoys me because it's like when they started giving head contact for like the smallest things,
Mm,
he started running so low to the ground,
yeah, yeah,
and like he just slips so much because of that.
yeah.
Like, like, yeah, and look, his passes that go to the ground annoy me more.
Oh
He
yeah, yeah, yeah.
constantly does it,
It's because
And
he does
like,
everything at full speed, eh? Mm.
yeah, like he's like it's like he's Russell Westbrook, bro. He only passes when
Yeah.
shit goes when he goes to shit.
Yeah, it's like
Like
getting
when
stuck
when
in the
when he
air.
knows when he knows he's gonna get cracked, he passes it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's
it's a
like
good
when he
analogy.
knows that the defense have got him. Like that's just the Russ, bro. Drive, draw in everybody, and dish.
Yeah,
He's very similar, but because of that, because he's always on the passing on the pressure, they go to ground.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I
true.
mean? Whereas Reece Walsh is like the passes barely ever go to ground because he knows he knows exactly what the defense is going to do before they do it.
Mm.
I don't have that feeling with Tedesco.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
it's
what I
very
mean? And
true.
he used to be such a prolific tackle breaker, not so much anymore.
Yeah, 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 that's true.
Like
Yeah, I
that
feel like
that that
Dylan would you go.
that left arm fender he used to have, bro, used to be so deceptive, and he doesn't really have that much.
You're
Like it's
right.
like he's lost a bit
Yeah.
of strength because
Yeah.
he used to be so difficult to tackle, bro. And it's just like
He
when
used to
you
just
get
go bup, bup.
older, yeah, he used to just go through the line when there's one or two defenders on him. I'm like, how the hell did this guy do this? But he can't do that stuff anymore.
Yeah,
So when
you're right. I can't remember him doing that like any recently at all, eh? Yeah.
yeah, like bro, his fen was he had one of the best fens in the comp, and
Mm,
nobody would give him credit because they don't go flying. It's like when Katoni puts his arm into you,
mm.
but they don't make the tackle, and that's at the end of the day, that's the same effect, you know.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't have that level of strength anymore. Like, or defenses have probably wised up to it a lot more than
Mm.
when he's like in his prime and like there's a lot more film to watch on him. They know what to expect from Tedesco now. Um, so that's why I'm okay with dropping him. I just if he had a good game in game one, I'd accept it.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was good enough to keep in game one over Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, I agree, man. And like I said, just those slips, it always seems to be a good time, important times. And yeah, like you said, he does pass when he's under pressure. Dylan Edwards will take his shot, go to ground, get a quick play of the ball, find a seam, get a quick play of the ball. So yeah, I'm super happy with it as well. I think I think it's good. I think Madge has sort of just gone like erase game one because of the 12 men and just gone, almost start
Oh,
again, which
you
is,
know what? I don't even think he's done that
oh,
because I
really?
think he'd
What's
be.
your theory?
I think there's so many positives to come out of game one because they went a man. They went like honestly, in my opinion, we went a man down and still dominated like a solid 30 to 40 meter a minute period of the game. And in Origin, a man down to actually hold our own and create scoring opportunities that we just didn't finish and to win that field position battle, I was so impressed with them. It was really that 40-20 from it was really that 40-20 from Cherry Evans that changed the entire game. Well, they were on Queensland was sort of on the ropes until that point,
Mm,
from like that 30-minute to mid 60-minute period. Like I was so proud of the boys, and I don't think Madge is going to want to erase it. I think if we had 13, it's a bit of a different story. Probably would want to, but there's a lot to get out of having such a good period with 12 men in Origin, where it's like you're not. There's no scrubs. There's no one
mm.
you can hide against. There's no one you can hide from. Like you all have to dig deep, and they really did. And I think that's because they did that. Even though we lost, there's still a lot of positives.
Yeah, I'd almost argue that they won the middle for 60 to 70 minutes of the game, just the middle third. Like I
Yeah,
can't remember Harry Grant having any impact, which means, you know what I mean? They'll win in the middle, win in the contact, all that sort of stuff. So
yeah.
I think they won the middle is just because there was space on an edge and you Selwyn Cobbo 1-on-1 or,
Bro, he was there. He was. I think Solon Cover doesn't get his. He hasn't got his flowers from game one.
yeah,
I think he was. I think besides Cherry Evans, he was their best player. Everybody's giving Hammer so much credit. I think Cobbo was better than Hammer.
yeah, I
At the end
agree.
of the day, pretty much every fullback in the comp, and certainly every fullback in Queensland contention, would have scored the tries that Hammer did.
Mm,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like I know Hammer had that break at the in the first like when Reece Walsh got brain damage. You know what I mean? He made that line
oh,
break, which was hectic. But that was, at the end of the day, it's created by Reece Walsh and a bad read from Swali'i more than it is Hammer.
yeah, yeah.
Hammer's amazing because he's got that speed. He hits a hole, it's hard to stop. But like Cobbo was the one like where it's 1-on-1 and he's the one sending bodies flying and creating the even more gaps because if you in a 12-man defense beat one guy and then break another tackle, you're scoring a try, and
Mm,
that's was evident. And
at
he
that
was the
level,
guy doing all of the tackle breaking,
bro. He's
And
man. He's gone to a new level, that kid, man. I did not
Yeah,
rate that kid. Like, because I live in Brisbane. Like, trust me, bro, he got his flowers up here. The Brisbane media is like
yeah,
hard,
yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, oh, bro,
Double fisting it, bro,
bro,
like
hard.
Charles.
It's bad up here. But they did give him his flowers up here. But I agree, man. He has gone to a new level, man. I've been so impressed with him at in the center position. Like he's been absolutely nuts, man. It's been crazy. But bro, I just before I forget that sound that got made on TikTok about
Oh, that was insane, bro.
bro. It was so good though, bro. I've listened to it like 30 times. It's so good.
Yeah,
Just
one guy made an edit. He DM'd it to me on Instagram, and he's like, "Bro, like, what do you think?" And I'm like, "Bro, this is insane." I watch it. There's like 70,000 likes. I'm like,
bro.
"Shit, bro! Like this sounds going." And then I'm scrolling my For You page, and it's like another edit. And I hate hearing my own voice, but not this time,
Oh,
bro. Not this time. I'm
nah,
like,
nah. No, it was
it
done
was the
so well, bro.
maddest.
It was sick. I
It
love
was
that
the
song too. So I was like,
Yeah. I never listened to that song before, but hey, it's perfect.
oh, did it? Haven't
Uh,
you?
no, I had never heard that song until I saw the edit.
Oh, no way.
So
That's in my
now
gym
I love the
playlist,
song.
bro. Bro, it's so good, bro. I was like, man, that is so dope, bro.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
man.
actually my most viral video ever.
Oh,
So
really?
that was yeah, that Reese Walsh brain damage. I think everybody was watching, bro. People in the States, people like anybody anybody that saw it pretty much watched it, man. And
Yeah, yeah.
it was a it was cool to have a video that big. It was unfortunate circumstances, but at least
Nah,
and Reese Walsh saw it as well because he
did
follows
he?
me. So there's no way he can't not
Oh, no.
there's no way he can't not see it, bro. And I'm like, far out. And if you look at it, if you look at my like top 5 most watched videos, 4 of them have Reese Walsh in it.
Yeah, okay.
So it's just, I think the TikTok algorithm just loves Reese.
Yeah, it does, bro. Anything I do with
But
Reese goes skits, eh?
but but yeah, those videos, those edits are crazy, man.
Yeah. I've just realized I don't have a huge amount of time left, bro. So let's get through it, man.
Yeah.
Just quick thoughts on Burton being left out.
Um.
You like it?
Look, I like and I don't like. I sort
Mm.
of like. I didn't want him to play 6 because I think Luai deserves a crack.
Yeah.
I think I would have picked Burton on my bench because I think having good cover in the halves and the backs are pretty good. Like I think it's a
Mm.
valuable thing to have. Like not
Yeah.
many players can give you coverage in both at a high level, and he's just playing in good form now, so it would have been good to have him. But Connor Watson, look, I'm sort of warming up to because I know Madge has a plan. Hearing how
Mm.
he talks about him, I get the vibe that he wanted to pick him in game 1 and couldn't because of that throat injury,
Mm.
and he's got a unique level of versatility that probably like not many people have
Mm.
ever had in the NRL.
Yeah.
Coverage at like the guys played fullback, the guys played in the middle, the guys played like out wide. Like you can pretty much throw him anywhere and he will know what to do.
And played there
Like
well.
he's
He
like
played well there.
Orbison, you know what I mean? He's sort of
Yes.
like Orbison where you can breathe easy putting him anywhere and he'll be
Mm.
like Mr. Fix It. And at the end of the day, look, if he plays a middle, Cameron McInnes would have been better. If he
Mm.
plays in the centers or
Burton would have
in
been.
the halves, Burton would have been better. But nobody gives you coverage for both, and I
Mm.
think he just like I think it's just a good selection because of how versatile he is. Me personally, I would have picked McInnes or
Mm.
like I would have just picked one to
Mm.
focus on. You know what I mean? And I probably would have picked the center and the halves because we have so many forwards that are versatile.
Mm.
Like Gerbo can play anywhere in the forwards, so can like guys like McInnes. So if I picked I would have picked McInnes. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I probably would have not picked Yo and picked Cam because I think Cam did really well in game 1. I
Mm.
feel like
It's good.
it's sad to see him miss out, but
Yeah, that's
sad to
sad.
see Burton miss out too.
Yeah,
He
I like
deserves it.
Burton. I like Burton better just because, like, just say Luai was playing two sideways. Let's say there is no injury, but you're just down 6 or 8 points and Luai's playing two sideways. You can literally just make a strategic thing and say Luai off, Burton on, run. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
you could actually, whereas you can't do that with Connor. It's sort of like you get what I'm saying? It's just more of a one
yeah,
for one. Whereas if you get Burton on, it's like you've all of a sudden got a big body that can bomb from the gods, and he can. Yeah, we saw it happen in the grand final when just Cogger started playing a bit more straight.
yeah.
To completely change the game. That's why I like Burton better. But either way, man, I like I said, I'm the same. I love Connor Watson, man. I think he'll do good. All right, bro. Who's your man of the match?
I think it's gonna be Latrell.
You think Latrell?
Yeah, I think he'll be man of the match for sure. I think
Oh,
he's that X factor that we need, and I actually have him getting a couple tries. So,
really?
like, yeah, I think he'll be the focal point of the attack. And the way Luai's been playing recently, I think he's gonna really get him involved. And they've played together as well. So, and
And he'll be
to
on
be
the
fair,
left with Toto.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
yeah,
so
I've got him on the left side because Crichton's been playing right side for club, and like fuck,
and being the
you get
best
good
ever at it,
versatility out of him. You get good versatility out of him. Some guy that can play both sides, but
bro. That dude is on
um,
another. That dude is spazzing, man. He's. Oh man, I always thought Crichton was like a tad overrated. I don't mean that in a bad way. I was just like, I think the system helped him a little bit. Nah, dude's dude's gonna go
big
down the
game
goat,
player, bro, and a big
bro.
game player.
Bro, he's. I'm lost for words how good he is now, man. It's getting better somehow, man.
And he's still like 22, bro.
Bro, I
How
hate it.
insane, man.
Bro, it's wild, man. Absolutely wild. I was just about to ask you what your try scorers were. So you go on the trail?
Yeah, I'm definitely going Latrell. I probably will go Valentine as
Yeah.
well. I do think like I don't know how Latrell
So
is gonna
Val will be on.
be because I think he's gonna be on Val
Yeah, he will.
because
If that team's it.
so Val's got speed and Latrell hasn't played in the centers for a while, so I don't know how he's gonna deal with that speed. And
Mm,
I think he might I think there'll be like some sort of line break or something where Val gets to use his speed and score.
mm,
Um, and I'm probably thinking those two, and I'm probably thinking Brian Toto as well.
mm.
So
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably gonna go for three try scorers, and that's gonna be my multi
Yeah, okay.
because I don't know who's gonna win. I really can't pick a winner. Like I probably will pick us, but the yeah, I'm just not gonna bet on it. I'm not gonna bet
Yeah.
on it head to head.
Yeah, I've got tickets to game three, man. I'm usually pretty neutral on it, but I'm like frothing for the Blues to win so hard, bro, because I don't want to
So
go watch
you
a dead
be
rubber. Bro, I'm
yeah
biased as hell in this one. Blues going 13 plus, lads.
yeah
Oh
no
man, I do
you
not want to go watch a dead rubber, man.
I would not want to watch a dead rubber game as well, bro. Especially at Suncorp. Like, imagine how crazy it would be, bro.
Right, I don't want to go do it, man. Like, I
Yeah,
know I'll get up for it anyway. Like, I always say that,
yeah,
and then I'm like, oh, sick, man. Like, but nah, I've just got to. I've never. That's one of the few games I've never been to is a State of Origin game three at Suncorp, man. So yeah, I'm
well,
praying
that one that actually matters.
one that matters, bro. Like I've
Yeah,
been to heaps of game ones and twos, but never to a three decider. So I'm praying these lads get it done, man. But I really do think they got the team to do it. Hey, I really like it. And what blows me about this crazy is like Turbo and Cleary can get dropped back into this team, so it looks good for the future. Like everyone's
yeah,
young, you know what I mean? So State of Origin's alive, lad. It's going to be good. It's going to be
yeah,
good.
man.
I need Payne Haas to be the best forward on the park, though. He can't get outshone by Spence and all this, for my opinion. What have your thoughts on him lately? Did you at Origin?
Like, I love Payne, but yeah, he. It's like he doesn't play. He's sort of the way he wants to in
Mm,
Origin, and I think because Payne has that rep as the best prop in the game, Queensland constantly want to make sure that he doesn't get going, so
mm,
they always have bodies ready for him.
mm.
I think he does a good job.
He's always good.
I don't
Mm,
yeah, it's not easy to do what Payne Haas does in club footy in rep footy, in my opinion. So
mm.
I'm not too tough on him. I think him and Spencer looks really good together.
They have to be on the
And
park at the same time at some point.
I think if you put them on the park at the same time, because you have to commit so many bodies to tackling Payne Haas, it's just gonna free up Spencer more and vice versa. So I think Mad should really look to put them on the park at the same time because
Mm,
that will just maximize how good they are together.
I
And
couldn't
they're
agree
both
more.
so quick. They're both so quick, bro. So if you
Mm,
make a line break, like I feel like they would probably make a line break, but if you don't, they can get ready, get down the park and get ready really quickly. So
100%, man.
I think those two would work really well together. And I
Yeah,
think Payne will have a big game too.
it's hard because Jake's going to play so many minutes, but they have to play time together and good time, like good 10, 15 minutes, like not just, overlap for a few. Like they need to
Yeah.
genuinely be on the park together at the same time. It's like him and Paddy. They're like pistons. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's going to be elite, man. What's going on, guys? All right, here's what happened here. We actually ran out of time on Zoom. Haven't used Zoom in such a long time, and I forgot you can only do 40 minutes if you don't have a premium subscription. So we actually had to recall up. Hectic Fred there, and then we sort of kicked back on. So if the chat does seem a little off, we did finish just talking about Payne Haas and Spencer Leniu, and we tried to kick it off talking about roughly the same thing. But do apologize if there's a little gap there, guys. But hey, what do you do? I ain't great at technology.
Spencer and Haas.
Yeah, actually, I
So
want to kick on with Spence and Haas because just in the forwards in general. So there's a bit of an injury cloud over um, Liam
Liam
Martin.
Martin.
So who would you sort of tip to come in? Would you go Barnett or would you put Barnett on the bench and start Olakau'atu? What would you do there if um, yeah, if Liam
So
can't
I
play?
I reckon Madge would start Barnett
Mm,
because Barnett is like that, like bro, like just crazy bloke, eh? And I
mm,
think like it's like a like for like replacement. Like Martin and Barnett have screws loose, bro.
mm,
And I love big like I think Holoquatu's the best back row in the comp if it's not like Kikau or Fafita, you know what I mean?
mm.
So I think I think he's just got I think he's just perfect for the bench.
Yeah.
Like if we have a bench of Spencer and Ola Kawatu, it will be really effective. And Barnett, I would start Schmoller off the bench too. Like
Mm.
everybody calls him Schmoller, and
Smollett,
he's
yeah.
from Guildford, and all I have mates that went to school with him, they all call him that. So
Oh, really?
yeah, and that's his Instagram handle. So
No
it's a
way.
lot easier. It's a lot
Was
easier
he
to say than Ola
was he
Kawatu,
actually good
but
at basketball? I heard he was handy at basketball. Was he actually good, or is that just what
that the
Channel Nine
boys told
say?
me he was just he was insane at every sport, bro.
Okay, yeah, just one of them. Just
Yeah,
one of those
Crichton
dudes I
is
hate.
insane at basketball too, bro.
Really?
Yeah, Crichton is, and but no one. I'm telling you, if like if every NRL player versed each other in basketball, Buller would skin them a lot. Like would
Really?
just pump them. Yeah,
No
Buller,
way.
Jareen Buller is probably the best. He's a legit baller.
Oh wow. No
Like he,
way.
I think so. The story is Buller went to go play basketball and it didn't work out, and he came back to NRL.
Wow. That's
So
crazy, man.
GI actually called him to convince him to come back to league instead of basketball.
Wow.
So so Buller was like a genuine dual athlete.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, he's got the footwork, man. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Hey,
Yeah.
he looks like that. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I'd go Barnett to start, but I'm praying Liam Martin's ready, because he was
I
one
think he'll
of.
be fine, bro.
Yeah,
I think he'll be fine.
I think it'll be fine as well, man. I was just like, come on, man. It's just the way the Blues have sort of been over the last couple of years. They have to replace someone last minute, so praying that he's fine because he's always brings it, sort of thing. But yeah, just back to Spence and stuff. How do you reckon you? So Jake Travojevic is obviously there to play big minutes. How do you get Payne and Spence on the park at the same time? Do you reckon? What do you think they should do there?
See, I probably wouldn't have picked Yo for this reason. I think I would have just chucked like I don't mind Jobo at lock, and he sort of has that run first mentality. The reason I don't like Yo in Origin, and I don't feel like his game translates to Origin as much as it does in club footy, is because he's like a half. It's like having an extra half that's like 6'5", but he doesn't have that run first mentality. I think Yo like it's hard to get them all on the pitch. I just think you just play Jobo 40 minutes. Like
Mm,
at the end of the day, like you don't have to play Jobo 60 minutes, even though we can. I just think you should, but I do think you should get more than
mm,
20 minutes. And I just think, um, but out of all the forwards, I would probably play him like Jobo and Haas the most minutes. I
mm,
would keep Spencer to at least like not under 35 minutes
mm.
because he doesn't have a lot of experience having to play big minutes, and I think if you limit his minutes, those you're just going to get more out of him in every one of those minutes, you know.
Yeah, I agree. It's a
So I
hard
think
one.
if you play Spencer half an hour and you play the other boys, you know, like if you play one of the like if you play Jobo 50 minutes, play Haas 40 minutes, play Spencer 30 minutes, I think that's a good mix. But I think seat Gerber for about 20, 30 minutes and try to get Haas and Spencer on the field as much as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. Good. Get Payne and Spence on the park when you're looking to really go forward, and then like say you do get out to a lead and you want to slow everything down. That's when you can bring Gerbo back on to just slow down the ruck and stuff like that.
Yeah.
when you don't need to play fast anymore. If you say you're up by 12 or 14, you know what I mean? You don't need as much go forward. Maybe you're more inclined to just slow down there, go forward, than have your own. Yeah, maybe that's
And,
probably a good way to do it.
and Gerbo is the perfect sort of like a lot of people don't like Gerbo prop. I think he's the perfect prop to have in this team because we have two props. They're just playing on the wing in terms of run yardage, Lomax on top, or just demolish any winger in that area. The only winger that the only winger that comes close to them, those two, is Karaz in
Yeah.
terms of just pure yardage. And they put so much effort in and they're such willing runners out of their own end. You sort of don't need another meter. You don't need another meter eater prop. You need
Well,
guys with punch and you need guys that are stable. That we have such a well balanced team. So I think just based on the circumstances, like whatever situation we find ourselves in, the minutes will rotate between them. Like if we're demolishing them, like Spencer doesn't need to. Like Gerbo will just be that rock inside to make sure that nobody breaks through and
no
will
quick play
constantly fold
balls.
cunts left, right, and center.
Just stop them in the. Well, if you look at it, like probably only make 1,500 meters in a state of origin game. Edwards, Toto, and Lomax are going to get you 700
Yeah, 600 on a bad
minimum.
day. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like it's insane how much yardage we have, and like Tuolangi is a big body, and Kota, he's a big body as well, but they just don't have that motor in them.
They don't pull through
And who are you
tackles.
going to kick to? This is where you have an issue where, like, all right, at Penrith they kick to Taruva as many times as they can because you'd rather Taruva run than Edwards, and especially Toto. You do not want to kick to Brian Toto. Like the master stroke that Cleary did when we versed them is he put Toto on the side that Burden's on. So he moved Toto to the right side because he knows Burden likes to kick straight on. So he'll kick it on like straight ahead instead of across field a lot of the time because he's just a lot more confident doing that. Now that screwed us because Burden's kicking a perfect kick and it's going to Brian Toto, who now gets a 20-meter run up and makes a line break. You know what I mean?
And then a penalty every third carry because you have to try to hold him down.
It's impossible. It's impossible. So now you have to pick your poison: 220 meters, 210 meters, or Edwards, who's probably around 210, 220 as well.
You still
Which one do you want to kick to, bro? Like,
you still have to kick away from because just like I just said, the Toto gets you penalties as well because he just springs up so quick. They try and hold him down. You get a penalty, then all of a sudden you're attacking straight away. Like you just can't kick to Toto, man.
And because he's so like good balance wise and everything. He always gets a quick play of the ball.
Always. It's even if he gets put on his back somehow.
I've never. It's like Havili, bro. You never see it happen. You
it's
never
like
see
Havili on the wing.
Put on. Yeah, it's like Utah on juice, bro. That's how I always describe. That's how I always describe Brian Thor. He really is Matt Utah on juice, bro.
In that same legendary Bulldogs team, man. He was definitely one of my favorites,
Bro, and he was so like Utah was so springy, and I just like when I saw Brian, I saw Matt Utah. Like this guy is stumpy, and he's short. Even though Brian isn't that short, he's actually a lot taller than he looks. But compared to other wingers, he's short and stocky.
Yeah.
But you just do not want to tackle him, bro.
Well, Utah really broke the mold, and Toto is too. You know, they just break the mold of what a winger should be. You know, but yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, like I agree with you, man. There's so many meters in their back. I don't think they need to get a ton of meters. It's more about that's what I really want to see from Payne is actually running, hitting collision, and playing the ball quickly. Not so much going for big post contact meters and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I really liked Robson as well because whenever we did get a quick play of the ball, like he had a really good performance on game one to the point where I'm like, I don't care if we don't pick Appy. You know what I mean? Because he played so good in game one. If he didn't, I would be screaming for Appy to be in the side. But he did so well that he kept Appy out of the team for game two. Yeah, I know Madge would be looking at him because Madge coached him. Like he won Magic Comp technically because he played in that. He played for Luke in that grand final. So I was shocked when he didn't get picked, but Robson did what Madge wanted him to do. He was looking to scoot every chance he got. He was getting good meters in those scoots because he is pretty zippy and he's pretty strong.
Real strong.
Like Hello Sport call him Pecs for a reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got good pecs.
I think he doesn't look great at the Cowboys because they don't have that super middle anyway. Their edge forwards are pretty good, but you know what I mean.
Their
He
middle
doesn't have
forwards
much to
are
run off.
terrible, bro. Their
Yeah,
middle forwards are the worst in the comp,
yeah,
probably.
they're pretty bad. So I
Like,
don't think
even
we'll
though,
get to see that running game too much from him.
what do you think of Griffin Neem, by the way?
I love him one week. I'm like, past the next. I'm on the fence
Yeah,
with
if
him a
he,
bit, bro.
dude, if he can, because, bro, it's such bad news about Flegler, eh? Like, I think if you're looking for future Queensland props, if he can, like, be more consistent
I think
and
Neem's a
develop a bit
Kiwi,
more,
bro.
is Griffin Neem a
I'm pretty
Kiwi?
sure he's a Kiwi, bro. I'm pretty sure he might
Oh,
have.
right, then forget about that. Then he just
No,
looks like a
because do you know why you
Queenslander.
said that? I thought exactly the same thing. I'm like, bro, this dude's a little flegler, and I'm pretty sure I looked it up, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, oh, he's played with the
Yeah, New
Kiwis.
Zealand, far
Yeah,
out, bro. I did not know that.
yeah. I don't know if he's started or played. I think maybe he played like when they didn't play their full team or something. You know what I mean? When they
Yeah,
played,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Ireland or Lebanon or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was yeah, I was like, oh damn, he's a Kiwi, bro. But no, I thought
Uh,
I was exactly the same train of thought as you, bro. I
yeah,
was like, he's a little flegler, and then I was like, oh man, Kiwi.
yeah. I would have never guessed it, bro.
Yeah, yeah, I know, man,
but
either.
but no, he's been really improving this year. But yeah, their middle forwards are bad. That's why I'm so confident
Yeah,
against them. If because we got them twice this year,
yeah,
still
yeah.
have to verse them twice. So I'm looking at those games as a game that we could potentially really like because we're
Mm.
beating a lot of teams in the middle, even though we are undersized.
At least
And
holding
they're
your own
like
in the middle.
banking and they're banking on like that 30 minutes from Jason Taumalola to be insane for them to like, and he has been really good in recent times
Mm.
in those 30-minute stints, but if he doesn't, they really struggle. So
Right, it's so sad, bro. I just went
I
and
feel
looked at
bad
some
for
Jason
Robson.
Tamalolo's highlight reel from when he was in his prime, and bro, he was incredible, man.
Yeah,
Tamalolo.
Taumalola was up there with the best forwards to ever play the game, bro.
Ever.
Like Sam Burgess as well. Like those
Those two.
two were just like statistical anomalies, those two.
Yeah, it was honestly, bro. I don't even think a guy like Payne Haas has reached like how good he was at that point. I know he's a lock, his props a bit different, but just as far as middle forwards go, I don't know if Payne had that footwork or anything like that.
Look,
He
yeah,
was special.
look, Payne, he's definitely been showing it a little bit more the last couple of
Mm,
weeks when because Payne doesn't go sideways a lot.
mm,
But I think he should like, bro, do a workout with Andrew Fafita, learn how to go sideways a bit more.
mm.
Because nobody went sideways better than Fafita, like Andrew Fafita
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
do. Like I would go sideways, fending guys left, right,
Bang,
and
bang.
center, and like he was one of my favorite props ever, Andrew. And I think Payne last year probably had the best season of props ever had because unlike every other prop that's pretty much ever played, the guy dropped the ball twice and gave away 2 penalties in the whole season.
Bro,
And barely missed a tackle the entire year. I think he went 9 games or 10 games straight without missing a tackle. Like props don't do this stuff
yeah.
historically,
I
and
remember
all the Blues need is him to keep developing, and we need that to translate into Origin.
yeah, I did I sorry, like I'm gonna rip on the Bulldogs for a sec here, but there was a game
Yeah,
the Bulldogs played and it was towards the end of the year and I worked out and they missed more tackles in that game than Payne did in the whole year. The two starting
yeah,
front rows for the doggies. And it was
bro.
like that's it. Well, I'm not ripping the doggy, I'm just telling you how good Payne
No,
was.
no, no,
That
rip
is
them because they're that bad.
they
They were
were that
that
bad
bad,
last year.
bro.
They were
Like,
that bad
bro,
last year.
our props, like, I wanted to vomit watching us, bro.
Bro,
Sometimes,
it was horrendous, man. It was so
like,
bad.
it's that's why I'm like, how the hell are we the best defense? Like, how have we conceded the least points in the entire comp, bro? Even
It-
though if we got a buy and we've got like one less game played than Penrith, sorry, one more game than Penrith has played.
yeah.
To be even in the mix at the top
Oh, bro,
is
it's
insane.
ridiculous. It's
That's
so
why, bro, Josh Curran is the most like probably one of the best signings of the year.
you've
I
got two or
honestly
three of
probably
the best
think,
signings of the year.
yeah, I think Curran should be without a doubt number one, bro, because he's just single handedly
Mm.
fixed everything.
I personally think that second half of last year of the Bulldogs is the worst effort from a forward pack I've ever seen. Like you know
Oh,
what I mean? It was putrid. But
because
yeah,
after Origin,
and to turn
Tavita
it
did not
around the
have
way it is,
yeah,
so good, man.
Tavita did not have one good game after Origin. There was the 2 games before he played Origin. We are like he was leading the charge, right? But we would only play good if Tavita played good, and he had about 4 good games in the
Yeah,
whole year.
he had one real
And
good one right before Origin. I remember that, and then that was
yeah,
about it.
that
Yeah,
was the Titans game, and I'm like, oh, this guy, man, we're finally getting our money's worth. Nah,
no.
and now he's coming off the bench for the Dolphins.
He'll probably carve up too. Uh,
Under Wayne, bro, he loves Wayne.
yeah, he loves Wayne, bro. He gets the best out of him. All right. So thoughts on the Queensland team? Let's not even really worry about the starting 13 because we pretty much know
What we're gonna
what it
get from
is.
him?
Yeah, what you're going to get from them. What do you think about the bench, bro? Looks light to me.
Yeah, like
Capewell,
I don't.
Kafusi, Mo,
Yeah,
Grant.
I think they all. I think Kafusi and Kate will play bigger than their size.
Mm,
But like Fodawaker, he's a big guy and he's pretty mobile, but he hasn't been in that good form this year.
mm,
Like I picked him up in draft, bro, and I'm like, bro, this guy. Like I expect him to do a lot
mm.
when Tino went down,
Me too.
but but everybody else has sort of stepped up, not him. Like he sort of stayed the same at the same level, and it's worse than he typically has been. So I was really expecting more from him, and I don't if they're relying on him, I don't know how like they are. If a prop goes down, they're a bit screwed. That's sort of the vibe that I get.
That's why I think Selwyn didn't get picked. I think they have to go as big as they can in the middle, but they don't have anyone else. I mean, even if you look at the reserves, Trent Liero, Helen Lukey, Gagai, like, there's no
Yeah.
one. They're light, bro.
I'm shocked Hidden Luke is even in there. He had sort of one good game this year. Maybe they're nursing him up for the future because he does have the makings of a
Yeah, he
future
looks like.
Origin player, and he's in the at this point like the academy of back rowers, which is North Queensland, because they just know how to make back rowers, and they're just stacked everywhere, bro. If you need a back rower, just sign someone in the fringes for
From yeah,
of that Cowboys roster, and you'll be all right. Like Dolphins have got Fini Fuyaki. That guy looks like a tank, bro. So
so
they're
good.
so Lukey has the makings of a future back row for him, like for Origin, but I wouldn't have picked him now. And but if you're looking for a prop, there aren't that many available for Queensland. Like you'd sort of be looking at like the Corey Jensens, like guys that are just playing a bit
Mm,
higher level than that, like or that are just in good form now. Like Corey's
yeah,
actually done a decent job
he's
this
been
year,
good. Mm.
and but like Flegler, hearing is that his career might be over is devastating.
I
Like
can't
that
believe
guy's
no one's
just
talking
plays.
about it.
I know, like, dude, that's gonna be a loss for the game, bro. The way he plays, man,
Bro,
he's
he's the
just
man.
always, yeah, he's a good player, man. I feel bad for him, I really do, and I wish that guy a speedy recovery, and I hope that
Yeah,
he gets back sooner rather than later. But it's not looking good.
yeah,
So
it's bad, bro. I'm praying
yeah,
he's
so
yeah.
Queensland, I think they've got to be looking at like they should have picked another sort of prop option on
Mm,
that in that reserves. However, yeah, I just feel like they're going to play Kafusi there.
I
Like
do
I
too.
think they'll probably chuck him in the middle, or like maybe chuck someone else at lock and play Paddy at like Paddy's pretty much another prop.
Yeah,
But if you move him out of lock, you lose that offensive versatility you get from having so many guys that can ball play.
yeah,
Like like you you really have so many attacking weapons on Queensland and guys that can like because when Yo's playing, everybody knows when Yo's getting the ball and when Yo's not getting the ball. Whereas when Queensland plays, you don't know when Pat Carrigan's going to get the ball. You don't know, like they just throw guys into every action. That they throw a lot of different guys into a lot of different actions. It makes it really hard to sort of keep up with what Queensland are doing. If you
yeah.
throw, and I feel like if you take Carrigan and put him in prop, you're going to get what you get from Pat Carrigan, but
Mm,
I don't think you're going to get that attack and versatility from any other sort of
mm.
option that you have there if they play lock. I think Cape will like Cobbo's not playing because apparently Darren Lockyer said Cobbo said he can't play,
Mm,
and I don't know if you watched Brisbane last week. I needed Cobbo to score for a grand,
mm.
and he just looked like there was something wrong.
Yeah, okay.
Like I haven't seen a lazy effort like that from Cobbo this year.
Yeah,
He
he's
just
been
looked
pretty
like he was
active.
in pain. He looked
Mm.
like he was in the guy looked like he was injured.
I
Like
can't
and
remember.
they're saying that he's getting shots to play every game. So I think it was actually Cobbo's decision partially to not play this game.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't,
Darren
but
Lock I saw an article where Darren Lockyer said it was Cobbo's decision not to play.
yeah, I saw that too. I'm just trying to. I was at Broncos training yesterday. I can't remember if he was there. I was trying to think if he was there or not because obviously the Origin players weren't there. But yeah, it's I do believe that, but at the same time, I also think they were
He
definitely
was tactical,
a little worried about how easily New South Wales went through the middle, even
beat
with
him up
less
in the
men.
middle.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
they
and
needed
but
more bodies.
the thing is, man, is that's not really going to change now. Like it's
I agree.
with who they replaced him with. Is it really going to change? Like they picked Capewell because he gives you coverage in the back row, but he's also played in the centers in Origin level. But honestly, for the most part, like I know Capewell scored in one of the games, but for the most part, we sort of targeted him and bullied him. And right now, the way he's playing well for the Warriors, but he just doesn't look as quick as he did at Brisbane and at Penrith. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
doubt that he'll be able to play. Like he did a decent job before, but I doubt that Capewell will be able to play at the same level as he did before
I
in the
don't think he
centers if
will.
he gets put there.
I couldn't agree more. Everyone's like, yeah, he's done it before. I'm like, bro, like, I watch Warriors games, bro. Like, he is. I hate using this word because you're talking about it. He looks close to washed, eh? Like, he looks really bad.
Oh,
I
look,
know that sounds harsh, but it looks
I'm
like
not.
he's at that almost washed point to me. It doesn't look
Yeah,
good,
he's
eh?
on the decline a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Wash is
I don't
probably
think
too
he's on the
harsh,
decline.
but
Yeah, I don't think he's on the decline too much. I just think he's slower.
mm,
So if you're going to throw him in the centers, I don't know if we'll be able to do the same job as before.
I'm
And
almost certain he couldn't. Yeah.
yeah. So it's just the like this is like Queensland's first 13 is as good as you can get, but
Oh,
it does have weaknesses, and that's why I'm so confident about Latrell Mitchell playing because he's the perfect guy to exploit the issues that you guys have.
mm,
You genuinely, if he runs over Valentine Holmes, which he will for certain have, he will like Valentine Holmes will have a nightmare matchup here. They're probably going to hope to, if that happens, throw Capewell there. But he's literally versed Capewell before,
mm.
so like he knows what he has to do, and I just don't think you have anyone to plug that hole.
No,
And Kafusi, I think, will be used as some sort of middle
I
forward,
think it'd be middle. Yeah.
and they're hoping that his level of aggression and toughness will translate to like it being a sort of like better performance, and will
Mm,
sort of make up like we'll sort of, he's a smaller front rower in that case, so they're hoping that aggression and
mm.
that
He can just play
attitude
like
that he
Gerbo,
has.
just chop dudes.
Yeah,
Like just yeah, just
yeah.
just play in the middle, chop
But the
dudes.
problem with him is
Yeah.
penalties, bro. Like you
Oh
put him with
yeah,
big boppers, he's gonna try to hit him hard, and that guy he gets it wrong a lot.
a lot, bro.
Not in terms of missing tackles, but in terms of clocking people high and getting
And late.
like the guy was suspended half of the season last year, bro.
Yeah, he hits
So
everyone late when they turn their back. He's pretty bad. I'm
yeah,
just looking through the Queensland team. I don't think you could build much of a better team 1 through 14, eh? But it's just when you
yeah,
go
no.
after that, it's well, like if
So
put it this way, if New South Wales win this one and they lose some players, they're going to be skinny
then
as like
yeah.
it's going to be
But you
bad.
guys, but Queensland always gets it done,
Mm,
no matter what the hell their circumstances is. Like their team should not beat ours on paper, but
yeah,
they always like rugby league isn't played on paper; it's played up here and in
yeah,
here. You know what I mean? Like that, you got to have ticker, you got to have heart, you got to have mongrel, and at times New South Wales haven't had that. Last year, I did. Sorry, last game I actually did like our ticker and mongrel, and like because they say we don't have that, and that's sort of why we don't get Origin. But
mm,
that team last year, that team a few weeks ago in game one had so much mongrel, and so does this team. That's why I really like McInnes because if McInnes was a Queensland, they would have been getting picked 3 years ago
yeah,
because he's that Origin type player. That's why I'm a bit upset not to see him in the team, but I don't doubt that Connor Watson can be that same type of player, similar attitude. The guy's mentally strong as well. Like you can't overcome that many injuries
mm,
over such a short span. Like that guy's career is riddled with injuries, yet he keeps coming back. Doesn't want to give up. You never hear talk about Connor Watson potentially retiring because
nah,
he knows he's tough mentally. I just that but this game, Origin's always won in the middle, typically, or not always. Typically, it is. And you're just gonna have to. I don't know if you can, if this game gets into an arm wrestle, whether Queensland will be able to
mm,
withstand us with 13 players and a Latrell Mitchell. Like at the end of the day, all you have to do is put Latrell in a position to succeed, which is get him inside your 10 or your 20, like and give him early ball. At the end of
yeah,
the day, that you give him early ball and you know what you're going to get from Latrell. It's all up to what the defense does, and
yeah,
he's so good at reading what the defense does in front of him, and he's so good at breaking that first tackle and making everybody scramble
mm,
that the cards in our hands. And I
mm.
like I like the odds that we have of winning.
I did, yeah. I was just looking. I'm just looking at the two forward packs side by side, and you like, you know what I mean? Because I agree with everything you said. Like Queensland just sort of bring more mongrel in the middle, but I'm really looking at the pack. There's not. I actually don't think that like the only if I was lining up against these guys, the only one I actually a little worried about would be Lindsay Collins. Like he's
Yeah,
so good on the weekend, bro. Like so good. But besides that,
yeah.
like I look at it, it's Cotter's like 90 kilos max. Sua's solid, but Nanai's solid. But there actually isn't a ton of mongrel there. I mean, the New
Oh,
South Wales.
Cotter's all mongrel for me.
Oh
That
yeah,
guy,
he is. But like,
and so is, but yeah, I
Carragher,
know what you're talking about.
it's
Then
not
is
like
there's
I don't know. I don't feel it's like as mongrelly. Like it's they'll still gang tackle. They'll still be crazy line speed, all that sort of stuff. But it just there's when you just get that impression and you just see a team and
yeah,
you go, oh, that's scary. I just looked at it and I didn't get scared. And I'm not running out
yeah,
there, so maybe that's why. But you get what I'm saying. I'm just sort of looking
yeah,
at it
yeah.
and I'm like, oh, like there's
There's no
nothing there
big
that's
imposing figures anymore, bro.
yeah, that's no flagler that's just killing it. There's no, yeah, it's just but yeah, I just look at this, I'll keep looking back to it and I'll keep scrolling across to Payne Haas and I'm just like, fuck, I think he has to be the best forward on the park, man. I really do.
Yeah, bro.
He
I
really
agree.
does. But
I
yeah, no,
agree.
it's he can't get outshone by guys like he can't be outshone by Gerbo. He can't be outshone by Spencer's hard to outshine, but you get what I'm saying. He just really has to be out and out the best forward on the park, and I think New South Wales get this comfortably. Not comfortably, but yeah,
But yeah, like I think it will be a lot. I think it will be I think there'll be a lot more points for us than game one, and I do think that
so many more points in this
um,
team.
yeah, I think there's just team. This team looks like a team that
Yeah.
has what it takes to win this game.
The reason why Payne Haas has to be the best player and the best forward and so damaging is not because he will break the game open. It's because the dude that takes the next carry is going to have an easy carry. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if he can
exactly.
draw in
The
three
Bunty
dudes,
effect, bro.
exactly, man. It's
They call
just
it the Bunty
the
effect. If you
Bunty
have
effect.
gravity and you take in 4 or 5 guys, especially on the line, bro.
Yeah,
If like the Bunty effect is he runs 3, 4 guys in the tackle, which means you got to play the ball and spread it quickly, and there's more space. You know what I
yeah,
mean? That's why Spencer has such insane gravity.
yeah,
Like I honestly think he might grab a. He was so close to scoring before
yeah.
last game. Like Hammer did a mad try saving, but I think he could really bust through again this
I do
week.
too, man. I might put him in. Why not?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Carrigan, but a lot of his success is running after Payne Haas. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
the IQ as well to know when to come in behind the ruck and all that sort of stuff. And he's a big, strong guy, but I don't think he'd be getting those a lot of those meters at another club. Possibly, he probably would. He's a monster, but yeah, like
yeah.
Payne has to just be boom, 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 and then every other carry after that's just easy. So yeah,
What do you think about the halves for the Blues, bro?
I like it. Like I genuinely think Mitch Moses is the best seven behind Cleary. So I don't mind that. I didn't mind Luai. I think I mentioned a little earlier in the video. I didn't mind Luai getting another crack, but I loved the idea of having Burton on the bench if he was going too sideways. Because
Yeah,
if you do jam up and in and there's no movement, once he janks off his left, gets tackled. I'm not a Luai hater or anything like that, but he can play two sideways. So I love the idea if there was like cover there, but with no Cleary, I mean, what else can you do?
at least this week we got a long distance kicking game. Round like game one, we really struggled when we had a bad set. There weren't that many bad sets, but Nico kicked like absolute shit.
Yeah,
And I know what you're going to get if we have a bad set and we're got a kick from our 30. You know where that it's going to be a much better kick
yeah.
and a much deeper kick than like even like he has a longer distance. He has probably has the best long distance kicking game that the Blues can pick from without Cleary there.
I think he's got the most accurate long kicking game.
Yeah,
Like he'll bomb it and he'll drop it like like
right where you
Burns is
want it,
bigger and stuff like that. But yeah, he'll kick from his 30 and drop it, like a meter out.
right on the 10.
It's just
Yeah,
like Jesus
so
Christ.
it
And
gives
in a
me
corner
like
too.
that was a big thing. That was a big thing because we didn't have a good kicker on in game one, and you got and like Queensland had Cherry Evans,
Yeah.
so like Cherry Evans, like we finally have someone to match his kicking game. Maybe like especially if we have a bad set, and if we have a good set, he's so good short range as well,
Oh, bro.
kicking bombs, kicking to the wingers, kicking grubber kicks in behind it.
Yeah, his
Especially he's
kicking game's beautiful, man.
yeah. I
It,
can't. I feel like this. This
Also,
half pairing is a lot better than game ones.
and just pinpoint for Lomax too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Just he gets that perfect height. You know what I mean, to Lomax, because I don't even think Ben Hunt uses him properly. You know what I mean? I think he kicks. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I think like
Recently, he has been kicking like crap, bro.
oh, so bad, bro.
But the first 6 weeks, bro, he's kicking on a string to him. But
Honest.
now but the thing with Moses as well, that he's just so fast. His support play is always exceptional,
Yeah.
and he makes a lot of line breaks
Yeah.
and plays eyes up footy.
Loves going
And
short side.
we typically don't have a halfback that likes to play short side and eyes
Mm.
up footy. So I'm keen to see what he does.
Yeah, I'm so excited, bro. I think it's going to be so good. I don't think I've been more excited for an Origin game, man.
Yeah, I'm G'd up,
I'm
bro.
so amped, bro.
I've been waiting 3 years for the troll to play, bro. So
Yeah, and he
if
looks
something
good
always
too.
goes wrong,
And I
so
agree.
I'm
Like,
just keen.
yeah, yeah. Like, I wouldn't have picked him for game one. I didn't like his body language and that, but he's ready. He looks good, man. He looks so nice the last
Oh,
couple of
his
weeks.
kicking game as well, bro. Like, you can use him like we used Burden a couple of years back now, bro.
Yeah, swinging,
His
boom.
kicking has won him the last 2 games, bro.
Yeah,
Because they
his
can't.
wobble
It's hard to
bomb.
catch his bombs, bro. They're wobbly.
In the
It's
MCG
what
with the wind swirling and when it's damp and
Yeah,
wet and cold,
lot big crowd too. Oh, you wouldn't
bro.
want to be under that, bro.
Reece Walsh doesn't have the nicest hands. Yeah, it's
No, he's dropped a couple.
yeah, he drops a lot. But it's funny though, he always seems to catch hard ones. He drops the easy
Yeah,
ones. You know what I mean? You
yeah.
put one up here and he catches it. You put one on his chest and he'll drop it. I actually don't think Reece Walsh has bad hands. I think he tries to do stuff before he catches the ball because he's so fast. You watch
Yeah,
him
no,
like
he's always thinking 3 steps ahead. So
and then he'll
sometimes
go
he
to
just
do it and he
loses sight
hasn't
of the
caught
ball.
yeah, he hasn't caught the ball yet. I actually don't think he's got bad hands. He's just trying to do too much sometimes. But yeah, his hands are
Yeah.
actually beautiful. But
So
yeah,
who do you got
man.
winning, bro?
Yeah, like I said, I'm going hella bias, man. I'm going New South Wales 13 plus, man. No, I
Honestly,
think
I think so too.
yeah, I think they can blow them off the park. To be fair, like I genuinely think New South Wales have more players in good form. I do like the kicking game. I do, like I said, it's not exactly the team I pick, but one thing that gives me the most confidence is Madge, man. Like people don't realize how hard the Aussies whooped that Kiwi team in the Pacific Championship. Tinkered with the team, boom, came out and put 30 plus on the Aussies. That's to me a harder feat than, you know what I mean? Like getting the
Yeah.
Kiwis to pump the Aussies by 30 after they just got beaten the week before is I don't think no one really talks about it. I'm like, that is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Like
nobody puts that much onus on on test football, but beating Australia by 30 is something insane.
with the team you just got cooked. Like that's
Yeah.
like so that shows me he can make the right adjustments and looks all good to me,
He
man.
gets
So
them up to play, bro. He gets them up to play. But yeah, I got the Blues 13 plus as well,
yeah,
bro.
nice, man. Awesome. Yeah, we're good, man. I'll go back to neutral for game three, right? But I'm putting my
Yeah.
Blues head on for
Well,
this.
Yeah, you might not want to
I
wear
gotta walk
blues
these
blues
streets in
colors,
Brisbane,
bro.
man. I gotta walk
Yeah,
these
yeah.
streets, bro.
You need security if you wear the blues,
I want
bro.
to be able to go to the Caxton and not like, yeah, wake up in
Yeah.
hospital. But no, yeah, I've always been a bit neutral with Origin. I just love watching the highest standard of footy. But no, I'm all in on the Blues on this one, man. So yeah, I'm excited, man. But yeah, anything else you want to add quickly, bro? I got a bust in a minute.
No, I'm just like I said, I've probably got Latrell Mitchell getting a meat
Yeah,
pie
so
in
we've
this
got
one.
so you've got Latrell for a try. Who do you have for
Thor
man of the
for a
match?
try. I got Latrell for man of the match too. I think
Latrell
he's
for
gonna
man
be
of the
the one.
match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna like 2021 Latrell was as good as 2021 Turbo was, bro. Like
yeah, yeah.
and yeah, I think he's gonna be such a focal point of the attack that he'll get man of the match.
Yeah, yeah, I do too, man. I think they'll go to him a lot. And like you said, if he does start putting up bombs and get roam a little bit as well, yeah, maybe get his hands on the ball a bit. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Bring it on, go
I'm
the
excited
Blues.
too,
Yeah.
bro.
Are you streaming and everything as well?
I still don't know what I'm doing yet. Like
Yeah,
by default, yeah, I will be streaming, but I might be doing a collab with a couple like someone else as well.
yeah, cool,
It's
cool,
not
cool.
so we'll have to see what
I'll
happens.
put your kick username in there too, so people can follow you on Kick as well to follow your
Uh,
streams and stuff in the description of the
I
video too,
appreciate you,
lads. So,
bro.
no, awesome, man. I'm excited. Oh, bro, thanks so much for coming on, man. Like I said, we have to do this again from time to time. Maybe some big games before some big doggies games when they're in the finals, maybe or something, bro. You know,
Yeah, yeah, for sure,
yeah.
bro.
Just from time to time when you got some spare minutes and stuff. It's good, man, because I don't really have many people to talk with up here, so it's good to actually chat footy with someone rather than talking myself, bro. So,
Yeah, bro. And
yeah.
if you come down to Sydney, bro, let me know.
Yeah,
We'll go do something.
I'm definitely am.
I'll
I
get you.
definitely
I'll
am.
get you next to me, bro,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
for a
yeah,
game.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that'll be awesome,
So
man.
let me know if you come down here.
All right, done. Let's do it, bro. All right, awesome. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you on the next one.